Hi, you are probably wondering, what is this video? There's already a comic fights this week. What is this? So I decided to do comic fight discussions because I've been doing comic fights for about a year and a half now weekly. And so I've gotten a lot of different types of suggestions and different questions and things we could do with this series. So I thought maybe for a couple weeks, each Friday I would put out an additional comic fight video that talks about maybe something bigger than a one-on-one fight, that are maybe questions that are brought up, things like that. And this first one is really discussing, why hasn't your suggestion been done? Some of you have given suggestions a lot, and maybe the same suggestion over and over, and maybe you're upset. Or maybe you gave what you thought was a really great one and I never did it. This could be for a couple different reasons. One, I might have just missed it. You know, with this many videos, I try to go back and catch all of the suggestions, but that's difficult. So if you think it's a really good one, post it again. If you post it a couple times and I still don't do it, there might be a reason. One of these reasons is I may not know the characters that well. And so sometimes I have to push back ones that require a lot of research. If I don't know who one or both of the characters are, it means I have to get to know them well enough to pitch to you what they can do in a battle. And even characters I know about, sometimes I miss vital stuff, like, hey, you forgot that they're able to do this. So people I don't know, there's even a bigger risk. So sometimes if they're really obscure characters, I have to take time to research and get to know what they can do before I put out a video. But the biggest reason that I probably haven't done some of your suggestions is that it's obvious. I know you've seen some of these videos, and to you it's an obvious choice, right? You're like, this is so obvious. But I am choosing the ones that are the least obvious. So even there are some that are like almost like the Flash and Quicksilver video, where it's obvious that Flash would win in a fight. Like, there's just no way that Quicksilver could win. So I get suggestions like that where it's like Superman versus Spider-Man. Those are people that we all love, and they're both great characters. But Superman would obliterate Spider-Man without a second thought. So I get a lot of those suggestions. And usually it's someone really, Wolverine has a healing factor that he really can't be paired against someone that has no way or means to undo his healing factor. It's like in all cases, except for very few, Wolverine's going to win. So it's tough. So think about what would make a good fight. Not what two people do you want to see fight, because the winner might be obvious, but what are people that are unique? Like think about people that maybe aren't both speedsters, or people that aren't both like Thanos and Darkseid. Like, they're the same. Like, think about people that are different, and then it actually makes you think about, like, what would happen? Like, if those two, like, wow. Like, think about those types of matches. Because most times I kind of look through the list and I'm like, there's no way that person would win, there's no way that person would win. And if I think that right off the bat, I don't want to put effort into a video where all the comments are like, this is so obvious. So the ones that I do put forward that are obvious to you are either because so many people have suggested them that it's like, okay, let's let the viewers say how obvious it is. Or I think that there might be a chance that it's not as obvious as some people think, that there is something to it, where there is like, well, there's this one thing that this person might be an obvious underdog, but maybe there's something about them. So those could be some reasons why your suggestion hasn't been done. So this is a good place to give more suggestions. Or if you think, I've suggested this a couple times, you haven't picked it, but here's why I think it would be interesting. Pitch me that, because I'm always looking for suggestions. This is all driven by you. Like, most of these videos are from you. So in the comments, think about some interesting fights, and hopefully we'll see them in the near future. So thanks for watching this special comic fights discussion, and we'll see you next week.